Hello and welcome to Daily Prelims Practice. Here we take up MCQs based on important articles and news from the Hindu and the Indian Express newspaper. Topics which we are going to cover today are displayed on your screen. Let's begin the discussion. Now, inspiration of our first question is from this article which featured on page 5 in Hindu newspaper. According to this article, the Kerala Irrigation Department urged Tamil Nadu to release more water from the Mullaperiyar Dam in the wake of the increasing water level in the dam. Now, this Mullaperiyar is a 126-year-old dam located on the confluence of the Mulayar and Periyar rivers in the Kerala's Idukki district. But this dam is owned, operated and maintained by Tamil Nadu. Now, as in Indian geography, river subsection is important for your prelims examination as question based on Tributaries of Godavari came in year 2015. Now let's come to the practice question. Here you have to find out which of the above are tributaries of river Kaveri. The first option is Lakshman Tirtha, second is Palar, third is Harangi and fourth is Pranhita. Now let's find out the right answer of this question with the help of map. Kaveri is the third largest river after Godavari and Krishna in southern India and the largest in the state of Tamil Nadu, which on its course bisects the state into north and south. It rises on Brahmagiri hill of the Western Ghats in southwestern Karnataka state, flows in southeasterly through the state of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and descends the eastern Ghats in a series of great falls. Now you can see its left bank tributaries are Herangi, Hemavati, Shimsa and the Akravati, and its right bank tributaries are Lakshman Tirtha, Kabani, Suvarnavati, Bhavani and the Noel and the Amravati river. Now as you have seen in the map, Lakshman Tirtha and Harangi are the only tributaries of Kaveri river in the above given option. Pranahita river is the largest tributary of Godavari river, and Palar is another river which rises in Karnataka state. So with this, our correct answer is option B, that is 1 and 3 only, and answer of this PYQ is option D, that is 2 and 3 only. Our next question is based on this article from the Indian Express which featured on page number 12. The context of this article is that with French and Indian technical and financial support, the Indo-Pacific Parks Partnership will facilitate partnership activities for interested natural parks of Indo-Pacific region. And Kaziranga is one of that natural park. It is a part of a larger Assam project on forest and biodiversity conservation. Now as you know, the UPSC has been asking map-based question from India entailed important places including Ramsar sites, biosphere reserves, wildlife sanctuaries and national park. Like this question came in year 2019 based on national parks. Now let's come to the practice question. Here you have to find out the correct statements. The first statement is Cable Lamjau is the only floating park in the world and is listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now Cable Lamjau National Park is a national park in the Bishnupur district of the state of Manipur. It is the only floating park in the world. So this information is correct. Also, it is an integral part of Loktak Lake, but it is not listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this information is incorrect. So with this, our first statement is incorrect. Now let's come to the second statement. Kaziranga National Park is inhabited by the world's largest population of one-horned rhinoceros and only UNESCO Natural World Heritage Site from Assam. Now, Kaziranga National Park is a national park in the state of Assam, and this park hosts 2/3 of the world's great one-horned rhinoceros, and also it is a part of UNESCO World Heritage Site, but it is not the only UNESCO Natural World Heritage Site from Assam, as Manas is also there. So with this, our second statement is incorrect. You should know that UNESCO World Heritage Site is a place that is listed by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization as of special cultural or physical significance. Under this, there are 7 natural World Heritage Sites. Now with the help of this image, you can see that Kaziranga is not the only World Heritage Site from the Assam. Manas Wildlife Sanctuary is also there, and Cable Lamjau is not listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. So here our correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. Answer of this PYQ is option B. Now our next question is based on this article which appeared on page 4 in Hindu newspaper, and according to this article, Telangana Chief Minister and the President of Telangana Rashtriya Samiti K. Chandrasekhar Rao asked people of the state to accompany him in taking forward the process of the state's transformation. He accused the centre of scuttling the progress of Telangana by denying the state due to devolution of funds or taxes and imposing fiscal responsibility and budget management cuts. Now, devolution of funds or taxes is important for your both prelims as well as mains examination, and this section should be covered through the lens of polity as well as economy. As UPSC has already asked question based on 14th Finance Commission in year 2015, and here we have curated question based on 15th Finance Commission. Now let's come to the practice question. Here you have to find out the correct statements with respect to 15th Finance Commission. The first statement is on horizontal devolution. It has assigned a 12.5% weight to the demographic performance criteria based on census 2011. Now, horizontal devolution based on principles of need, equity, and performance. Overall, devolution formula is as follows: population, second is area, third is forest and ecology, fourth is income distance, fifth is tax and fiscal efforts, sixth is demographic performance. On horizontal devolution, 15th Finance Commission agreed that census 2011 population data better represents the present need of state to be fair to as well as reward the states which have done better on demographic front. 15th Finance Commission has assigned 12.5% weight to the demographic performance criteria. So first statement is correct. Now let's come to the second statement. It has recommended the removal of revenue deficit grants because of lack of uniformity in arriving at the common formula. Now this statement is incorrect, as based on uniform norms of assessing revenues and expenditure of the states and the union, 15th Finance Commission has recommended total revenue deficit grants of rupees 2,94,514 crores over the award period for 17 states. So here our correct answer is option A, that is one only. Answer of this PYQ is option A. Our next question is based on this article which featured on page 7 in Hindu newspaper. This article is about report titled How COVID-19 Restrictions Affected Religious Groups Around the World in 2020, compiled by Pew Research Center. Now, as you all know that UPSC has been framing questions based on important reports or commissions. Like this question based on index came in year 2017. Now let's come to the practice question. Here you have to find out the correct statements with respect to the Social Hostilities Index, that is SHI. The first statement is the index is released by World Economic Forum. Now this statement is incorrect as it is released by Pew Research Center. The index measures acts of religious hostility by private individuals, organizations, or groups in society. Now let's come to the second statement. China topped the Social Hostilities Index, meaning it placed most restrictions on religious beliefs and practices. Now, Social Hostilities Index uses 13 indicators to measure social hostilities. The higher the rank, the higher the hostility. And India has been ranked first in the Social Hostilities Index. So it's India who topped the Social Hostilities Index and not China. So this statement is incorrect. And one more fact you should know, that Pew Research Center released Government Restrictions Index, and in that China topped the list. So here our correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. Answer of this PYQ is option A. Now our next question is based on this article which appeared on page 3 in Indian Express. Now it is related to the elections to the MCD, that is Municipal Corporation of India. The erstwhile MCD established in 1958 and was trifurcated in 2012 during Sheila Dikshit's tenure as Chief Minister. So between 2012 and 2022, Delhi had 3 corporations: North Delhi, South Delhi and East Delhi Municipal Corporations. These 3 civic bodies were reunified into the Municipal Corporation of Delhi which came into existence on May 22, 2022. Now, before taking up the practice question, if you look at the previous year question papers, UPSC has generally asked questions related to the urban local bodies in the prelims examination. For example, look at this question. The question was asked in the year 2012. It is related to the provisions of the Constitution of India which have a bearing on education. Here, it is important to note that rural and urban local bodies also deals with education. As under Schedule 11 of the Constitution, the Panchayati Raj institutions have allowed 29 subjects to work in their local areas, and education is one of them. Similarly, Schedule 12 of the Constitution provides for 18 subjects, and education is included here also. Now let's come to the practice question. Here you have to identify the correct statements with reference to the urban local bodies. The first statement is, at the central level, the subject of urban local government is dealt with by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and Ministry of Home Affairs only. Now, as you know that 74th Amendment Act 1992 provides a basic framework of decentralization of powers and authorities to the municipal bodies at different levels. Also, at the central level, the subject of urban local government is dealt with by the three ministries. First one is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, second is Ministry of Home Affairs, and the third one is Ministry of Defense in case of cantonment boards. So here our first statement is incorrect. Now let's come to the second statement. The Article 243X states that the Constitution has left it open to the Parliament to specify by law matters relating to the imposition of taxes by a municipality. Now this statement is incorrect, as Article 243X states that the Constitution has left it open to the legislature of a state to specify by law matters relating to imposition of taxes and not Parliament. So here our correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. Answer of this PYQ is option C. Now come to our next question, which is based on this article which appeared on page number 14 in Indian Express. The context of this article is that the Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano, erupted after 38 years on spewing ash and debris and covering the night sky of Hawaii's Big Island in an incandescent red hue. Now under geomorphology, volcanism is an important concept for your prelims as well as for your mains examination, as question based on the same came in year 2018. Now let's come to the practice question. Here you have to find out the correct pairs. Under one column you are provided with different volcanoes and another you are provided with different locations. The first one is Mount Sumeru. It is an active volcano located in East Java, Indonesia. So here this pair is correct. Next is Mount Etna. It is one of the world's most active volcanoes located on the coast of Sicily, Italy, and it's not in Russia. So this pair is incorrect. And third is Mount Nyiragongo, and it is an active stratovolcano located in Democratic Republic of Congo, not in Kenya. So again this pair is incorrect. And the last is Mount St. Helens. It is an active stratovolcano located in Washington, USA. So again this pair is correct. So as you can see, only two pairs are correct. So our answer is option B. Only two pairs. Answer of this PYQ is option A. That's all for today. Stay tuned for more such updates.